Love, light, and blessings. This is Shamanic Awak Priestess here, and welcome to today's video. Welcome, 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 guys. I am so excited to bring you part two of a very highly requested videos from Conjurors Corner, which is part two of monitoring spirits. The first part of the video, which will be linked in the description bar or box of this video, where you can watch that video first. I suggest you watch that video first before you watch this one. It explains in the first part what monitoring spirits are, what they aren't, and things like that. So I'm not going to go into that because I already made a video about that prior. This is the continuation of the same topic. This video is going to be more about how to prevent monitoring spirits from being in your home, from being on your person, from pretty much doing what they're supposed to do, which is monitor you, see your weaknesses, and whoever sent those spirits kind of report on, hey, this is how you can attack this person and that person, right? This is how people hex and curse you and jinx you and all of these things, right? So the best way to defeat a monitoring spirit is not to have one in your person at all, is to pretty much prevention is one of the best, most effective ways in which to combat monitoring spirits. Okay, before you can prevent or get rid of something, right? First, a person has to know what they are. So again, watch that part one video. Um, Understanding what a monitoring spirit is and isn't. Again, when I'm talking about monitoring spirits, I'm not talking about human beings. I'm not talking about how some people use it literally. I'm talking about in the realm of the spirit realm. Okay. So knowing what a monitoring spirit is and is not, that is key, right? You have to know what your enemy is, what your enemy is capable of, weaknesses, all of these things. So studying upon knowing what they are. Secondly, okay, you need to be careful on who you surround yourself with. Now, when we are living in situations where we're living with other people, we can't control that if it's not our home. But if you are someone who has your own apartment, your own house, you're the head of household, you know what I'm saying. You live on your own, or you're the mother or whatever. Like, you're the main person who lives there. You can prevent certain people within reason coming in your home. If you feel like someone has negative intentions, 9 times out of 10, you're right. So just avoiding having people stepping on your thresholds or entering the home if you feel intuitively they have bad intentions. If you cannot prevent that person from coming in your home because they live with you or you're living with other people, then I would suggest that you put some protections, whether it's your own bedroom, and you put a shield of protection and certain things you can do that will protect your sacred space where you sleep, um, and the entrance of your home and things like that, wherever your sanctuary is. Then you need to protect your door. Again, if you're living with other people and the only place you really have that's yours is your bedroom, protect that as well. Just protect that if you can't control what's outside of your bedroom. But you can always protect your space. So make sure that you're putting protections so that if someone comes around you with bad intentions, that will be blocked, prevented, and sent back to return to sender, right? Also within that same area, that goes also not just who you surround yourself with. Be careful who you get mentorship from, readings from. That's point three. Pick your spiritualists carefully. Vet them. Research them. No one should be soliciting you. No one should be pressuring you. If you feel like the person that's doing spiritual things for you has malice intentions or something's off about them, listen to that intuition, because 9 out of 10 times is real. There are unethical practitioners out there. They will purposefully send their own monitoring spirits to you, to your space, to your home, to see what your protections are. Then they are going to bind those protections. They're going to break down those protectional barriers so that they can upsell you services and they can exploit you financially. There are spiritualists that literally would take every cent that you have, and they don't care because they don't care about the client, right? They will literally attack their own client just to keep business going. It's unethical, it's disgusting, and it's evil, but it's realistic and it does happen. There are bad spiritualists out there who literally live on preying on the vulnerable, exploiting people for financial and selfish gain. So be careful who you are allowing to have sensitive information like your birthday, your name, all of these things. Please choose your spiritualist carefully. That's point 3. Um, Avoiding that is going to avoid you bringing into the home monitoring spirits. With the second point, sometimes people themselves don't have bad intentions, but they may be a victim of spiritual attack. And even people that are spiritually ailing and spiritually vulnerable and spiritually attacked, be careful about them entering your space. And if they do, make sure you're cleansing and cleansing and all of these things, so that all of that doesn't stay trapped in the home. And therefore, if there is monitoring spirits, you can get rid of them with sage, with Palo Santo, and those things, smoke cleansing and all of that, right? um Point 4, okay, which is the point that I keep making: protect your home. Physically cleanse your home, because cleanliness is next to godliness. Having a clean home raises vibrations. But also spiritually cleanse your home and your sacred space as well. Okay? That is very important. Get rid of things that no longer serve you. If you are holding on to toxic things, toxic memories, toxic people, toxic situations, get rid of that. If you're holding on to pictures, clothing, physical items that only bring about negative feelings, get rid of that. Declutter your home from spiritual, nasty, negative energy. That is point 4. That is part 4. Okay? Please protect your home, cleanse it, and keep it cleansed. Okay? Point 5. You should always have a practice of doing spiritual baths, smoke cleansing your own energy, not just your home, because a lot of people focus on the home, floor washes and all that, but also cleansing yourself, drinking spiritual teas, anointing coffee, you know what I'm saying, burning incense, smudging, doing a smoke cleanse, a physical cleanse on yourself, and also avoiding practicing self-sabotaging behaviors. Okay. When you are spiritually vulnerable and people send you monitoring spirits, they'll be able to infiltrate. When you have your barriers of protection, your body's a temple. So if your body is spiritually protected, your home is spiritually protected, it doesn't matter if people send monitors, they're going to leave right away, because they're not going to be able to enter you or your sacred space. Okay. So being spiritually cleansing of the home and your own person is good. And then if your family's into it, even cleansing them, that's even better, right? So layering it up. And last but not least, if you are a victim of monitoring spirits, be humble enough to know when it's too hard or difficult for you to tackle on your own. Hire a trustworthy spiritualist who will help get rid of those spirits within your home and within your person. That concludes part 2 of monitoring spirits and how to prevent them from coming around and how to get rid of them. Hopefully this video is helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you like this type of video, if you want to see more of that, and just let's have a discussion. Have you ever been a victim of monitoring spirits? What are your experiences with them? Don't be afraid to share that below. Share this video. Comments always raise the algorithm. If you want to support my channel, you can always become a channel member. Shamanic@WebPriestess.com is also my website where you can book readings with me and other spiritual services, or you can hit the join button like I said before and join memberships on my channel. Much love and light and blessings. Thank you so much for being a channel member, and until the next video, guys, bye.